Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're calling out some brands. We have to, like, I feel like this whole thing with inclusion, exclusion, just the shade range, the things that people have been coming out with recently, I would say as of like 9 months ago, like it's been crazy. Like brands, I feel as though as a woman of colour, it's really important that I speak out against injustices that other women of colour are facing. So today, we're going to call out some whack shade ranges across the board, okay? Don't take it personal. If I mention your favourite brand, like, don't cry in the comments because I don't care. It is what it is. If someone is not offering something that, you know, satisfies a market and does not necessarily satisfy a need and a demand, they need to be called out. It's not okay. It's 2018. So take your hurt feelings somewhere else because I don't care. Take a number, take a seat. And today we're going to be giving awards out. We are going to be giving awards. They're going to be shady awards. They're not necessarily going to be nice, but everything in life isn't nice. Oh, where should we go first? Yves Saint Laurent. To see the shade range, like, we're just going to expand in. Okay, so you get your nice warm ivory, you get your warm beige, your warm almond, warm caramel, cool porcelain, cool ivory, cool almond, porcelain B10, ivory BR20, almond B30. It continues, warm honey, cool sand, sand, honey, amber, warm sand, warm bisque, cool honey, bisque, mocha, chocolate and ebony. And then if you want a visual representation of that, looks like, oh, I got it for you, okay? Bam. One colour for dark-skinned girls, one. YSL wins the award for beauty brand that I don't really care about, that don't care about me. Easy, simple. Let's move on to Laura Mercier because I like Laura Mercier, but I feel like some things have gone under the radar and I really think that it's important that we talk about these things. So let's talk about the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. Okay, get up in there. What is my undertone? Yeah, okay, if I'm that shade, yeah, but if I'm anything over 5C1 Nutmeg, I only have 3 options. And then this new Flawless Fusion Longwear Concealer. I bought it because I want to try it out and let you guys know what I feel of it because I've got good reviews so far. But the shade range, sister, here it looks decent. But if you see the visual kind of image of what it looks like, you guys can see how many light shades there are and then the 4 shades that are in there. This is not as bad as some others, but this could definitely do, like, this, they could do a lot better with this. Like, first of all, this is not going to cater to really dark skinned girls, which I don't think is fair. There needs to be a product for everybody. If you are going to make it, it should be available to everybody. Laura Mercier gets the award for, she's my auntie, so I'm not going to judge her too hard. Let's talk about KKW because this is a recent addition to the worst foundation shades or worst shade range family. This one here is the KKW Beauty New Liquid Concealers. Now, to first glance, it does not look that bad, but there's so many shades for like lighter skin tones, and then with the last like 4, they just seem really like rushed. There doesn't seem like there was much thought in them, I cannot lie. I get that very fair. People need concealers, as do very dark skinned girls. There is a demand for everyone. So my problem with this kind of issue is it seems like you are, in order to cater to one, you are like neglecting another like race. I don't get that. I'm trying to get a picture where you guys can actually see like the image, but for example, you can see Desi here on my screen and you can see that there's like so many shades for lighter skin tones, and then for the darker ones, it just seems like it was plopped on. I don't necessarily think that this is problematic because I see the effort that went into it. However, I feel like there could have been at least 4 more to just like balance it out because it just seems really awkward. Like, for example, if we look at the image of the model where she's doing it, like you can even see when it gets to shades that she can actually use, there's not many. Let's talk about L'Oreal because this is one that has been bothering me for so long. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is no doubt one of my favourite foundations. It's amazing. But when we sit back, you do have to realise there's not that much option for women of colour. You have, for example, Sun Beige, which is really light. And then you have Cocoa, which is again really light, and then you have Soft Sable. I think Soft Sable is actually lighter than Cocoa, but like, I have to mix 2 shades to get my shade, and like there's not even anything darker than that. Like literally, like this is what it looks like in the image. Oh my god. Like, that is an example of a foundation that we all know and love, but when you sit back and actually realize it, it's a little bit problematic that they do not have a great, you know, range in those shades. And at the end of the day, it's an affordable brand, but at the end of the day, L'Oreal is at the head of an umbrella of so many brands. L'Oreal is at the head of the umbrella that covers Yves Saint Laurent, Urban Decay, Kiehl's. They have the money to be able to extend these shades, so I think it's really important that they do that. L'Oreal doesn't get an award because I can't think of anything. I mean, can we talk about the new Dior foundation? Ivory, cream, porcelain, tender beige, light beige. What the f is tender beige? The shade range for this Dior foundation is so bad. Like, I've seen it in the actual flesh. So this is not something that I'm making up. I actually sampled 2 shades from this line and still could not find my match, to the point where I was like, I'm just not gonna buy it. I liked how it performed. It was decent, it was nice, made my skin look nice, but wasn't anything amazing. Dior gets the award for, oh no, she better don't. Because I've never had time for Dior makeup. Any high-end makeup, I just don't have time for it. Let's get on to Dior's problematic sister, Chanel, okay? Now, when I first started getting into makeup, a lot of people would recommend Chanel foundations because I don't know, I just think they were the trend at that time. And I'd always like think, oh my god, like when I save enough money, I'm gonna get a Chanel foundation, not realizing I was checking for Chanel, but Chanel wasn't checking for me. Chanel is one of the most problematic beauty brands that there is on this planet, like, and that is not an understatement. For example, this firming and smoothing liquid makeup, 2 shades. And I don't know if that's because that's on clearance or whatever, I don't know. This Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet Smooth Effect makeup, okay? Let's look at the shades. 7 shades and the last one is beige. Now, if you look like me and someone's telling you that their darker shade is beige, you already know that's not going to work, so just save your money. Stay at home. Don't even bring the kids out. Don't top up your Oyster because there's no point of going out for this. If you're not from England, an Oyster card is like what you used to get on the train. It's like a Metro card in New York, the equivalent. Next up, we have the Chanel Vitalumiere. Oh, there's more. We have the Chanel Vitalumiere Satin Smoothing Fluid Makeup. Look at those shades, a whole 8 shades. Last one being beige, no doubt. Oh my god. You would have thought since they, you know, decided to extend on that Vitalumiere range and do aqua at the end, you would have thought that they would extend the shades. No, we've even got one less shade. That nice 70 beige. Oh, 70 beige. That's gonna be my first tattoo. I don't have any tattoos yet, but if I could get one tattoo, it will be 70 beige. And now, this is not a foundation, but this right here is the most bad mind product to be ever created in the history of mankind. The Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, the bronzing makeup base. This is so embarrassing that Chanel actually heralds this product and that this product is as popular as it is, because there is literally one shade. Exactly what you see on the screen is the only shade, and this bronzer goes for a hefty £36. Do we not want a bronze as well? Chanel's gonna get the award. It's gonna be, you know how they have the nice little logo, CC, cancelled. No refunds, no exchanges. You cannot make your way back from this. Oh my god, another Dior that I just found lurking. The Dior Air Flash Foundation takes the award for the second most bad mind product on the internet. This foundation comes in a lovely 7 shades, and I've heard amazing reviews about this, but I will never be able to try this because they don't have it. So not only do they not have the shade that I would need, they've also decided that they're gonna have Jeffree Star, who personally I don't mind, but a lot of people, women of color, are not really here for him, which I would understand. So what they have is they have Jeffree Star expanding the shades for this foundation. Come on. Like, you cannot be that dumb. You cannot be that dumb. Like, anybody who's done their research would know the past and the history and everything that he's had. I personally don't have a problem with him. I think the products that he makes are great. I enjoy watching his videos. He knows a lot about products and that kind of thing. So I'm not saying that I have all the time in the world for him, but I'm subscribed. I like the videos. I like the content. If he comes up with something worth buying, I'm gonna buy it. You already got an award, but we're gonna give them a second award. The award we're gonna give them right now is gonna hit you with the remix, because they tried it. They did it one more time and then they remixed it and tried it again. Now I'm gonna read someone who is quite near and dear to my heart. So this is, you know, this is really hard for me. But Marc Jacobs Beauty, you looked that you could get away with it. But yeah, I clocked you then and I'm still clocking you now. So for this Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Cover Concentration Concentrate or Foundation Concentrate, whatever the hell it's called. If you're bisque and you're light, we've got a shade for you. If you're bisque and you're neutral, we've got a shade for you. If you're beige taupe, beige light. If you're honey medium, we've got a shade for you. But if you are cocoa medium or cocoa deep, that's kind of where it ends. I have Cocoa Medium, which is the second to darkest shade. Do I look like the second to darkest of anything? And then you got a nice little Cocoa Deep. Let's see what that looks like in the bottle. Okay, not dark enough for what we need. The award that he's gonna get, that Marc Jacobs Beauty are gonna get, this is like, I love you so I hate you, you know, like your mum. Like the only reason she beats you is because she loves you and she wants you to be a better person. So I'm gonna give the Marc Jacobs Beauty brand a love you from a distance award, because I really do like Marc Jacobs Beauty. I'm wearing the gloss. This brand, this is the undercover award, because Benefit is so undercoverly, that's a word. Benefit be so undercoverly problematic, like it's not even real. It makes me like stay awake at night thinking about it. Like Benefit, nobody else has clocked you, but I see you, we see each other. Like Benefit, okay, this nice big easy multi-balancing complexion perfector. You're calling this a multi-balancing complexion perfector. Do we not also want a complexion that's balanced and perfected? Me. I want that. I'm telling you I want that, so give it to me. Next up, we have the Hello Flawless Oxygen. Wow! What's so wow about it? I ain't never tried it, so I ain't gonna know what's wow about it. They even put the nice O2 there. Okay, girl. Okay, so this is a brightening makeup with O3, SPF of 20, P+++. This is £30. Oh, ivory and pure for sure. What the f do that mean? Pure, ivory, pure. Like, I'm not one of those people that can make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, like the fake woke brigade that like find a problem in everything. Like, I'm not that bitch. But like, you cannot have a shade called ivory and then say I'm pure for sure as a synopsis for it. You could have done ivory, elephant trunk. We could have done that. I would have accepted that. I would have understood where you were going with that. And that's where it stops, sisters. For a lovely £30, this could be yours. It's hello, it's flawless, it's oxygen, it's wow. The third most bad mind product ever in the history of beauty ever has to be the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Like, am I right, ladies? Just like, oh girl. It's nice to see that Christiana from A&TM can use this, because that is Christiana, I'm sure. It's nice to see that lovely sister here, Susie, can use it. Ooh, it's nice to see this little nice campaign. Where's anybody that looks like me? And then they had the cheek to even make a lighter one to what is already not even dark. Where my one at? Benefits award. Benefit gets the Undercover Problematic award. Matter of fact, it gets 2 awards. The Undercover Problematic award, and then the Everybody Else May Be Fooled, but I'm not award. I'm not attempting to sway you towards anything, trying to sway you to not buy anything from any of these brands. There's brands that I think are problematic that make amazing products. There's a concealer that you guys know and love from a super problematic brand, and you know it's hard for me to use that every day. I used it today and I've still got my 2 backups in my drawer. Anyone want to buy it? I've been saving the best one for last. I really have. Now, if you guys can see my internet page here, how many pages I have dedicated to this one brand, and we're also going to delve in further to other pages on this brand website. But if you can read, if you have eyes, you definitely are getting an idea of what we saved last, the brand that we're going to talk about right now. Let's go. Let's do this, because I'm ready to be read. No, I'm not ready for me to be read. The pièce de résistance, the foundation that caused so much uproar. Oof. Oof. They thought they were smart. They really thought that they were smart. See, when you look at this selection on the website, it really looks like they have options. Like, for example, when you go to this deep shade, what's this? Mahogany. It really looks like they got an option for you, sis. They lied. I'm sure that you guys have seen this picture 100,000,000 times, but I just want some evidence to show you guys that this is not me making anything up. You guys can see the proof is in the pudding. These brands do not care about us. Tarte especially, they've been steady putting out these ashy eyeshadows, these ashy blushes for the longest, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of your shit, and when I'm not sick, I'm tired. It's like how it goes. I'm sick, and when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of Tarte shit. I could call out so many products from the Tarte website. Ooh, this lovely Park Avenue Princess Contour palette is discounted. It's now £21. If I did want to buy it, that would be good, but I don't, because what am I going to use here? What? Tell me, what am I going to use here? Tarte wanted to take it under the sea. Little Mermaid with this Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation, £30. Ooh, lovely. You can try out the shade. What else we got? We got light neutral. We got, let's see, porcelain. Oh, shock. Oh, come on there. Fair neutral. fair light neutral. You guys just saw there were three. There was fair neutral, fair beige, and fair light neutral. But then when you get to the darker shades, there's none of that. Sometimes it literally looks like they're standing like on the end of like a netball court, and then they've got like a ball, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna throw in one dark skin shade. Ooh, we're gonna throw them in one medium shade. But then the fair girls, all the dodgeballs, all the dodgeballs, all the netballs. How do we get onto dodgeball? Now next up, I'm actually gonna drag a foundation I actually have. I have it right here. This is the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. The shade range in this, again, ooh, this has got to be the best. This is, ooh, they're treating us with a little bit more, ooh, 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 wait. They're giving us tan sand, y'all. Look at that tan sand. Yes, look at the model that they got wearing it. Oh, okay. And then to end it off, what do we have? We have a lovely, nice little rich honey. Oh, so we have rich honey after this, and then we have deep honey before this. So this is the second to last shade. Notice that I'm always the second to last shade. It seems like after me, there's that one more, and then brands just go, yeah, call it a day, clock out, we're going to bed. This is rich honey. Nice shade. It's not like amazing for me. Just bear in mind that after this, there's one more shade. Only one. Solamente uno. One. As in after 0, 1. I could get away with it, but like, I don't want to have to get away with anything. I'm not a criminal. Now for this one, I'm not even going to award Tarte. I'm going to award myself with this award. This award is going to be shoulda known. Because I should have known when they were coming up with ashy eyeshadow palettes like these, that Tarte was not a brand that cared about me. I should have known when they're coming out with Be a Mermaid and Make Waves eyeshadow palettes, things like this, ashy as hell. Yeah? What the hell is this? I should have known from this damn Clay Play Eye and Cheek palette volume 2 that they were not the brand for me. Okay, yes, get up in that contour shade, sis. What shade are you? Tan sand? Tan medium? Tan beige? Not no rich honey. I'm just so drained. Like, I cannot believe that this is a conversation that we're still having. It is not enough to offer 16 shades and have 3 out of the 16 cater to dark-skinned women. It is not okay. It needs to be an even mix of fair for really, really, really light porcelain girls. I'm not just talking about myself, girls, my complexion. I'm talking about even really, really light girls, which brands like Fenty Beauty did think about. I'm talking about catering to that very fair porcelain type of girl, because that person exists. Going into the medium, like the Latinos, the kind of Asian girls. Then obviously you have black girls who are more light skinned than me, that kind of Beyonce kind of shade tone. Then you have me. My shades by no means should be towards the end of your product offering. Like, come on. And then after me, realistically, you should have another category for something a bit more deeper. And then if we're really, really reaching, you could even have another one after that for super, super deep, really beautiful, dark skin, almost blue toned kind of girls. Like those girls, they need to be represented, and I'm so happy that someone like Nima Tang is out there representing for those girls. Like, I think her Darker Shade series is amazing, and I think what she's done to like build more awareness is so good. And I love that even sometimes when she knows that her foundation or something won't work for her, she still tries it out to give it the benefit of the doubt and to show you guys, not just to read them like in silent at home. She's reading you guys on the internet. Representation matters. It's what little girls want to see. I feel like there have been like 3 monumentous events, I would say, between now and kind of like September. September obviously being when Fenty Beauty was launched. That completely changed the game into how people looked at inclusivity, shade ranges, and just making sure that they were available for everyone on every spectrum. Don't get me wrong, Makeup Forever was doing that kind of thing before as well. Cover FX, Bobbi Brown, NARS, Kevin Aquan. There's so many brands who have amazing shade ranges, and I'm not discounting anything that they're doing at all, but I feel like at the moment there are more brands that are not doing it than those who are doing it. Some people could disagree, but I feel like I keep noticing that these foundations, concealers keep coming out, and I'm noticing the same pattern. Like when I'm like, oh my god, okay, let me check out Trend Mood, and for the majority of them I'm like, skip. The second thing I would most definitely say is the thing with Tarte. I feel like Fenty Beauty kind of like opened the door, and then the thing with Tarte kind of just united like women of color, people of color, like all across the world. And that kind of was like, no, we've seen what a brand can do. We've seen what Rihanna, who has no qualifications whatsoever when it comes to beauty, we've seen what someone like that can do. Relatively a novice, I'd say. And I love the fact that black people did not even try to like buy that foundation. I love the fact that everyone was like, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. And then the third I would say, which is, you know, not beauty related, is things like Black Panther. I feel like in terms of representation and things like that. It's so amazing to see little girls and little boys feel like they are represented, you know, on the big screen. The brands that I really feel that are trying to make a change and that I really think that you guys should get behind and pioneer are brands like NARS. But in terms of diversity, things like that, NARS is there for me. I think that they really, you know, understand what they're doing. When it comes to undertones, things like that, I feel like NARS really get it right. Bobbi Brown is another one. I've not tried too many Bobbi Brown products, but I feel like when it comes to dark skin women, you know that you can go there and get something for your complexion. Even new emerging brands, I think like Beauty Bakery is doing an amazing job at the moment. I think their marketing is amazing, the way their product looks, whoever creates their products and whoever does their creative design. There are so many that I could have pointed out. You guys, if you haven't watched my recent review on my Maybelline foundation, I spoke about how that's not a great shade range either. I think people are really in love with the formula and things like that, but for me, I just cannot stand behind a product that has such a poor shade range. Like, even as I was trying it, and you guys, if you've watched that video, you would have seen that after 6 hours, I was like, yeah, I love this, but I didn't mention the fact about the shade range and some things like that other people don't think about. As a woman of color, every time I sit down and apply makeup, I think about the decisions I make when it comes to the brands that I invest in. If you're putting money in these brands, subconsciously you are endorsing the ideal. You are endorsing the idea that they don't have to cater to us. I don't think that brands have to get into that whole inclusivity thing where they're trying to like meet a quota and just hire one black person for every 50 to like meet a quota, so that one black person can sit in when they like release foundations and concealers to say, have we got enough? Like, I don't think that should be enough. If you have a business and you just have, for example, Caucasian people working there, it's the job of those people that are paid to do that job, that are educated to do that job, that are masters in that field, to step back and take a look at whether their product is meeting a need, whether it's meeting a demand. You're not gonna have 100 shades in a foundation. Between every 10, let's have a 0, a 5, a 10. A 15, a 20, a 25. Let's at least do something like that where there is a good product offering, where shades are equally balanced. That's another thing that I want to get into. It's not okay to just have a really fair shade as like your lighter shade and then to have a really dark shade as your darker shade, to almost like bookend it and make it seem as though you're inclusive just because you decided that you were gonna have paper over there and then you're gonna have charcoal over there. It does not make any sense. You then also have to have a like even balance of the skin tones between those. That's where the whole Kim Kardashian thing comes in for me. Like, if you are going to make that whole 16 range and make a big deal, let's get on to Kylie in a minute actually. Like, at least make them evened out, make them spaced out, give an equal number of product for each ethnic group, because everyone wants to go on like 16 shades. That's not nothing for concealer. Rihanna did how many? And then where my problem comes in with Kylie Cosmetics is everybody was like, okay, she did 30 shades and people are still complaining. If you actually look at the shades, they do not make any sense. The concealers that are targeted for women of my skin tone have pink undertones. Apart from the eyeshadow on my eyes, where do you see the pink? Where is it? For me, that's a rush job. And there's nothing I hate more than a rush job, because it's literally putting something out and not putting all the consideration and literally just popping it off at the cliff, letting the marketing team basically fight all your battles for you and to market that product in a way that makes it appealing to people. And then you run the risk of wearing those products and looking crazy. And then let me just really quickly play devil's advocate. If you are then going to decide that you do not want to fulfill a need and you are going to decide that you just want to create a product that caters to that medium range, for example, the EX1 foundations that just cater to those olive skin tones, which I believe there is a demand for. They don't have a shade for me. I'm pressed to buy. I'm not going to lie, because I've heard that foundation is amazing and it's only £13. But if you are going to decide to do that, market it in such a way and have your brand marketed in such a way. I understand what EX1 does as a brand. It's clear to me in my head that's their position. If on the other hand you are another brand and you are trying to come across that you are this brand that has inclusivity at its heart and you care about all skin tones and all people, because when you're doing these porcelain, light beige, light sand, tan sand, medium sand, tan sand, barbecue sand, on the sand, make it clear so I know that you're not here for me. Just make it clear. There's so many brands that I'm not going to buy for anymore. So that concealer is gonna get another look in. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just be honest. If you guys have not noticed these kind of things before and these trends in these brands just making these whack product lines, then I hope that this video has kind of just opened you guys' eyes to a little bit and you can maybe see like what I'm talking about when it comes to this. Please go on some websites and just see for yourself. Some of your favorite brands are problematic, sis, and I really didn't want to tell you, but I have to tell you. That tart that can spend $100,000 on a brand trip but can't even get anything darker than a damn NC50. That same tart. If you have enjoyed everything that I've got to say, subscribe to my channel. You will get so many more videos like this. What are the benefits of being subscribed to me? I wear a lot of lip gloss. I have big hair. I'm woke. I like that term because it's been made so like uncool. But yeah, I'm woke. I'm really funny. So number 5, I give you a little bit of singing sometimes. That's always good. Number 6, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, so you know that I'm not bringing you any bad, evil spirits. Number 7, I post videos on a Tuesday and Friday when God permits. You know, sometimes when it is not working out as much, you won't get a video, but I promise on a Tuesday and a Wednesday when it's all good, you get your video. Am I right, ladies? And I'll also leave my PayPal link in the description if anyone wants to send me some money. Oh, this video is going to be way longer than I anticipated. This was supposed to be a cute little 6-minute drag video and I've turned it into a rant. Like, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.